Welcome to another episode of EAN's Sustainability Spotlight series, diving into the world of sustainability. Today with us is Khalifa Al Shamsi, CEO of EAN Life. Khalifa is responsible for expanding the digital portfolio of the business pillar of EAN that brings the next generation's digital world to the consumer's fingertips. Utilizing the latest technologies, smart platforms and apps and fintech, entertainment, retail, and mobility services. Khalifa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me. Excited to be part of it.
With COP28 happening, what are EAN Life's key strategies for prioritizing ESG in its operations?
As EAN, the principal technology partner of COP28, all of the companies under EAN is really focused on the priorities of COP28 and especially on the ESG's priorities. At EAN Life, we're looking at ESG and sustainability in general at two folds. One is really focused around the customer and the value that we create around our customer. And the second one is the value that we take it internally as a company. So when it comes to the companies that consist of the EAN Life, we're looking at improvement that we do internally from reducing our carbon footprints by virtue of moving and focusing our implementations on digital platform. And as you know, with digital platform and cloud-based solution, the more you have of your implementation and solution based on the cloud, that overall have a lot lower emission than having it on-premise, on physical locations. We're designing our solution in order to provide with our customer the ease and comfort and reliability of the service. Take an example, the financial services. The more we move our customer into touchless, simple, effortless type of services, that will allow them to also to reduce their own emissions from traveling, transportation by having solution designed at their fingerprints.
Interesting. We all know that digital platforms and technologies play a huge role in our lives. So how is EAN Life using AI and machine learning to drive sustainability and financial inclusion? If you can give us some examples of how these technologies are making a difference.
So when it comes to a digital platform, hosting these platform on the cloud is essential for scalability, for flexibility of the development of the services. And for us, it's a great platform because rather than building server rooms to cater for 1 year and 2 year of capacity, we're using on demand from the cloud-based services. And this allows us also, again, for a reduction of our emission because it will only be consumed according to the growth that we're having and the scalability demand that we have. When it comes to AI, it's a game changer. AI for us across all of our services and platforms is a game changers. I mean, again, let's take it first from the customer perspective. If we start with our fintech type of solution, AI provide our customer with the flexibility from the onboarding process. While it is a regulated services that require knowing the customer's credential, we're using it for what they call it KYC, know your customers, ensuring the ID is checked, the facial recognition is done on the spot. So this type of solution, this is the first, from the download of the app, the customer use these AI technologies on the onboarding process.
So the AI is in all phases.
Definitely, from the first minutes of encounter on the application itself, it uses that. Also, it uses it to customize the service for the financial services, whether it's selecting the destination of the country that they want to use for remittance type of services, whether from offering a customer a service like bill payment or versus offering them investment type of a solution based on personalization and customization. We highly also use it for our fraud detection. As you know, financial services does not comes without any fraud potential. We use a lot of these algorithms also to ensure the acceptance and rejection of suspicious type of transactions. So a lot of AI and an algorithm is built behind that.
Those are really interesting insights on AI and financial services. How have you incorporated AI in the other important part of your business, that is broadcasting, especially with your recent launch of Stars On, the streaming platform?
Well, Of course, I mean, we're excited about our recent launch of Stars On, which is an advertisement funded solution. But before that, we had the Stars Play, which covering 22 markets with a paid subscription. Such services add extreme value to the customer. We believe that the customer base in the 22 markets that we are servicing, they have different demands and different priorities. So some would like the latest and most premium content, and they're willing to pay for it in a subscription manner. But others would like to have a wealth of content, less recent, but they don't want to pay for it. And this is where we provide another funding for it through advertisement. Now, even with that type of services, AI is extremely important because AI is centered around, again, toward the customers and the personalizations of the services. What you will be offered from content might be different than myself and somebody else, according to what you like and what you don't like. We look at that from your consumptions, from which content you spend more time on, and which ones that you skip faster. And we use this data to customize the services on the content that we have. It also allows us to have more information about what additional content we need to enrich our services with, what genre that we need to add more.
Moving ahead, how do you plan to integrate more of such technologies into your business model, also making a positive impact in climate change?
I mean, definitely. I mean, while we look at the climate impact, both from social responsibility and our responsibility to our customer, but at the same time also we believe that being good to the environment is also great from a business impact. I guess we can have our cake and eat it too. We'll have in it both ways, and that is demonstrated by what I mentioned earlier. The more of our services centered around smart platform, cloud-based, on-demand, scalable, on-demand, and not from day one. This allows us for less consumption and less carbon emissions, and this is also great for the environment.
Very interesting. Thank you so much, Khalifa Al Shamsi, CEO of E&Life. We appreciate your knowledge and expertise. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.